All right, you guys, this is late, but we are here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is going to be your review of 20s, episode 1 and 2, season 1. So look, I love Lena Waithe. Y'all know I love me some Lena Waithe. And because I am, we're going to just do a little overview of 20s. This is her new series. It's on BET. Episodes 1 and 2 dropped last week. Episode 3 is on as we speak. But 20s, I didn't know if I would be able to relate to it. The name itself, I am far from my 20s. And, as with most grouchy old people, we look back on, you know, the generation behind us or behind that generation, and sometimes we just get them the side eye. So I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the show. I'm just going to be real with y'all. So, but I watched it and I was like, well, let me see what they talk about. Because like I said, I love Lena Waithe, so I'm here. Um, the show got me in the first 5 minutes, and I'm gonna tell you what got me. I'm gonna tell you what part of the show got me in the first 5 minutes. When she comes home with her girlfriend, we're gonna get back to Hattie in a minute. But when she comes home with her, not really girlfriend, but the person she's sleeping with, but they don't put a label on it, but her friends think she really straight, but she not. We'll get there, honey. when she came home and she had been evicted, and her girlfriend says to her, did you pay your rent later? No, are you late on your rent again? And she said, I'm always late. I was going to pay it tomorrow. Baby, I immediately went into a time machine. And I remember saying, now I wasn't evicted. I was about to be evicted. But I remember saying that exact same thing. Like, I was gonna pay my rent tomorrow, and I remember at the time I was at a house. We were renting rooms, but it was like three of us renting the house, like we all were friends. And I remember my girl looking at me saying, you can't just pay your rent when you feel like it. And in my mind I was like, but I don't have the rent, I'm gonna pay it when I get it. Like, I remember that mindset, you know what I mean? And so immediately I was like, okay, I can relate, because some things just don't change, like whether it's 2020 or when I was 20 years old. So we meet Hattie. We have Hattie. She obviously in her 20s. She is a gay young lady. That's very clear within the first 2 minutes of the episode. Who I'm not going to put labels or anything, but she's a gay woman who presents sort of androgynous. Okay, and she's young. She moved to Hollywood to become a writer, but she has this millennial mindset of, because she said something in the episode of, I'm a gay black woman. Hollywood should be knocking my door down. Like, I'm in vogue right now. Like, I am the ish. They should be looking for me, and her friends are like, yeah, that's not how the real world works. So she ends up getting the girlfriend, again, not really her girlfriend, somebody she just kicking it with, was like, well, look, I gotta go to work. And she said, well, she was like, can I drop you off somewhere? Because you clearly can't go in your apartment. And she was just like, no, I'm just gonna sit here in the moment. I'm just gonna sit here. She said, but can I stay with you for a couple of days? And the girl was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. That's what couples do, and we are not that. So then her girlfriends show up, and so her two girlfriends, hold on, I want to make sure I write it down, honey, because y'all know how I am with these names, and y'all know y'all will get on me. Marie and Nia. So Marie is an exec. She's young. She's driving a Lexus, even though they took the emblem off, but you can tell it's a Lexus, honey. She's got a man, even though her and her man are having some issues intimately. They got some stuff there that we haven't fully fleshed out. These first two episodes didn't really flesh out their whole situation, but what you know is that they're sort of that old married couple that was kind of in a rut, but I'm sure there's a lot more to it that we're not quite getting at this time. She's got herself a little work husband, honey, and the work husband brought the girlfriend over. We'll get there. Then we have Nia, who Nia is very spiritual. She's a yoga instructor. She's very, zen. Nia has bought an engagement ring for herself. Like, that is where Nia is. So they end up going out that night. And it's funny because they're on their way, because she said, look, I ain't about to sit here and mope about the situation. We were on our way to, it seems like it's some sort of like, around here we call it a screen on the green. But basically you out in an open area watching classic movies, So she said, I'm going to still do that because, it is what it is. My situation is what it is. I'm here to have fun with my friends, and that's what we're going to do. So they end up, they're in the car arguing. And again, this scene did it for me too. You know how you could be riding around with your friends and y'all could be talking about whatever, whether it's an argument or y'all just kicking it, y'all having a good time. A song will come on the radio and everything ceases and y'all having a moment. Y'all having a moment. And so that was happening. They were in the middle of arguing and Shoop came on. Hattie is clearly a huge Whitney Houston fan. Huge Whitney Houston fan. Which Lena Waithe is, by the way. Lena, is Hattie you? Is Hattie you, Lena? Shouts out. So, and so anyway, with that being said, you had, they had an evening and Marie ended up letting, Hattie stay with her. Marie said, I can hook you up with, there's an executive, her name is Ida B. And I'm sure that's a nod to Ida B. Wells. If you don't know who Ida B. Wells is, Google her right now. But she has a production studio. She's, again, a black woman exec. And she gets an interview with her. And Hattie doesn't respect what she's doing. She doesn't respect how she's using her platform. She feels like she could be doing more, doing some deeper, meaningful movies. And right now she feels like she's just kind of, doing the easy alley-oop black love storyline. And she's not really giving them anything extra. So she goes, but she doesn't really want the job, but they're looking at her like, girl, you are homeless and you have no job. You better take what somebody's giving you. So she shows up for the assistant job and, she's playing the part. I mean, she's definitely playing the part. But, old girl then Googled her. And she's found all her old social media. And it seems like Hattie has torn her up on social media about how horrible her projects are and how horrible her her projects are. And she throws it in Hattie's face. And the thing is, and one thing she told her, she said, look, stop apologizing. Like you said it, you meant it, stand in it. But she don't get the job. But what ends up happening, I'm not going to give y'all a whole rundown, but what ends up happening at the end of the episode is she goes back up there to apologize because she's, eating that humble pie. And she tells her, she said, look, don't apologize because that's how you felt. And I can respect that. She said, and so she ended up giving her the job as her runner. She gives her this whole, keep you honest type song, that whole song and dance. So we give you a chance. She said, but look, if you on time, you're late. And, if you late, just don't even show up. So she gets to the job the next day, and she quickly realizes that this is a rat race. And again, she's still doing silly stuff like she got caught on a personal call. She sneaks into the trophy room to go look at all of the awards that, this Ida B has won. But Ida B sees something in Hattie. She definitely sees something in Hattie. And so that's the premise of this whole situation. We see Nia meet a guy, and he's this whole hotep. I don't believe in phones. If you want to talk to me, you'll find me. The universe will make it happen. So I guess we're going to see how that plays out. But I'm going to say this, because I'm not giving y'all everything, because I want y'all to go, well, it's a week late. Either you saw it or you didn't. But I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep watching it. I recommend it. And it gives you something. If you watched the Boomerang last season, it gives you that same thing that we got in Boomerang, where they have like these little side sketches, these little dance break type things. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that straight. You get these little side things and people dreaming off these little dream sequences, and you get these quirky jokes and stuff. And so it's very much along. If you enjoyed Boomerang, you'll enjoy 20s. I definitely, I'm looking forward to see what they're going to do with these characters. They're giving us a lot. They gave us a foundation. I'm not even giving y'all everything yet, but they're giving us a foundation for a lot. So I appreciate it. I mean, I liked it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Peace.